Hey everyone, Grand Marshal here, and I've got some good news. I actually managed to find some new Days Gone footage. I heard that there was an alternate path video showcasing a completely different approach than the one shown at the Sony E3 conference. Sadly, the footage was taken during Sony's E3 interviews with their first-party devs, so the camera cuts away from the gameplay multiple times. Regardless, there's some nice juicy information that I want to go over. The first thing that you'll probably notice is that it's actually snowing. Turns out, the weather actually isn't just for show. For starters, in snowy weather, visibility is actually lower, so it's easier to sneak up on enemies. But it's much harder to ride your bike around, as well as there being more and stronger freakers out in the wild. Meanwhile, in rainy weather, it dampens sounds, so there's less of a chance for freakers to hear you. What's a freaker? Well, that's what the devs are calling the infected in this game. Your basic run-of-the-mill freaker is called a swarmer, and the child version shown in the 2016 gameplay is known as a newt. I bet that there are a few special freakers still not shown yet, but we probably won't see anything until later. As for the wildlife shown off, the infected wolves are called runners, and it's confirmed that they can run as fast as your bike and can also knock you off it. Finally, the infected bear is aptly named a rager. Another thing that can be seen right off the bat is the HUD that I was hoping to see in the Sony conference gameplay. Comparing it to the previous year's footage, it seems like they've moved some stuff around, but it still looks like a work of progress. Regardless, there's some stuff here to look into. The blue bar on the left is actually a stamina meter for the player, and it will decrease with things like swinging a melee weapon and running. So you unfortunately won't be able to get very far when you have a horde of freakers chasing you down. Just below that is a small green bar indicating your health, and above the blue bar is the bike's health and amount of gas. Once we get past some deer and get off the bike, we get into position just over the area we were ambushed at in the previous gameplay video. Here, we take out our binoculars and can mark targets with them. Once done, we slide down and stealth kill one ambusher and proceed to beat down the other. While in combat, a pipe icon appears above the stamina bar, as well as what appears to be a white durability bar for the weapon you are currently swinging. Below the health bar shows the current ranged weapon equipped, as well as the melee weapon equipped. Just after you boot stomp the second guy, a purple circle with a question mark appears on the minimap. Judging by its positioning and where you are in relation to the other video, I would bet that the circle is a point of interest that you need to investigate via your detective vision. Before moving on, after each kill, a percentage appears in the top right hand corner and goes up by 1% per kill. I have no idea what it could mean, but I figured I'd just point it out anyway. Hey, if you have a guess, let me know in the comments below. After going through the same camp area with the bear trap and hurling a Molotov at the distracted thugs, we crest the hill, grab some cedar samplings, and see a peculiar sight. An enemy camp member is toying with a chained up freaker. We take this moment to open up a radio wheel with our inventory and create bolts with the sapling we picked up. Once equipped, we take aim at the base of the chain, conveniently highlighted in orange again, and release the freaker on the unsuspecting guy. As we wrap up the video, we make it to the camp holding Manny again. There are snippets of footage in the background using a silent sniper rifle in order to pick off some guys, but then the rest is just a big shootout in the snowstorm at night. A few things to note here. The guns don't actually have any durability to them, so we won't have to worry about any breaking during tense situations. On the minimap, it shows any enemies killed as a big X, but it could possibly mean enemies that you can loot. Finally, besides the sniper rifle and the AK, we pick up a hunting rifle to help take out the camp members. Unfortunately, the feed keeps going back to the interview with the devs, so it's kind of tough to really take in all the action going on. And that's where the interview ends along with the gameplay. But there was a lot here to look at. As always, let me know if I missed anything in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and maybe even subscribe while you're at it. It really does help the channel grow. Thanks again everyone, and I'll see you next time.